is a side view demonstration of the bench press within powerlifting. Once again, the bench press is demonstrated in the front view. And finally, here's the bench press in the bird's eye view. Moving on, here I demonstrate the specific stages which are broken down into the bench press. The first stage, which is the preliminary stage, includes the movements needed to set up for the bench press. Setting up for the bench press includes hand placement, foot planting, and back arching. The next step is the backswing movements, which take place before the force producing movement. In this case, it would be the unracking and lowering of the bar to the chest. The third stage of the bench press is the force producing movement. After the pause on the bottom of the lift, in order to get the bar off your chest, force must be produced through the muscles associated with the lift. The force producing movement is connected to the fourth stage, known as the critical instant. After the bar has started to lift off the chest, it is critical that the bar continues to lift up in a linear motion. The amount of force produced after the pause is critical to the completion of the lift. The stronger force applied, the faster the bar will travel up, increasing the likelihood of completing the bench press. Last but not least is the final stage, known as the follow-through. Although it is quite simple, the lockout of the elbow joint and racking of the weight will make or break your lift. If the elbows do not lock out, the press is not considered complete. That is why the follow-through is so critical. Now finally, I will display the muscles and joints associated with the bench press. During both the eccentric and concentric portion of the movement, these joints and muscles play a part in the bench press. The shoulder joint, which is a ball and socket joint, allows the flexibility of the humerus so that the bar is able to reach the chest. The elbow joint, which is a hinge joint, allows elbow flexion and extension so that the bar is able to go up and down. The wrist and thumb joint are mainly responsible for keeping the bar in your grip so that the bar does not fall on you. First off, the rotator cuff muscles are important as they support the shoulder joint under the heavy weight. The anterior deltoids are also significant as they aid in the pressing of the weight as it medially rotates the shoulder. The biceps brachii and the rectus abdominis are more responsible for just stabilizing the weight, keeping either side of the bar parallel to the ground. And finally, the pectoralis major is not only the biggest muscle, but most significant when it comes to the bench press. This is obvious as its main purpose is to adduct the humerus, which is what happens in the bench press. Now, a view of both the knee and ankle joint, which allow you to press with your feet planted on the ground. This is important as it stabilizes the weight with the wide base of support. This points at the triceps brachii, which supports the chest and deltoids in pressing the weight up.